You may have seen this clip of a giant wave that literally swept away a group of people. And when you watch it over and over again, you start to realize just how big that wave was and how little time those people had to react. In fact, if you look closely at the video, you can see that the guy in the blue shirt actually sees the wave coming and starts running. But even his reaction time wasn't enough. Within just 3 seconds, he was completely underwater and washed away from his friends. And then it took nearly 30 seconds for him to resurface. By then, his friends were already 200 meters or 650 feet away from him. It's a scary reminder that sometimes, no matter how hard we try, we don't always have the time we need. So today, let's discuss the motivation behind not having enough time. Point no. 1, we spend our time on things that are pointless. The truth is, if you wanted to, you could probably find a way to do everything that needs to be done in less time than you have available. But most people don't because they waste their time doing things that don't really matter. They spend countless hours watching mindless TV shows, playing games, or scrolling through social media. They also spend too much time worrying about things they can't control. They get caught up in gossip or spend more time trying to impress others than building something meaningful. All of these things steal precious time that could be used to pursue goals or simply enjoy life more. We have limited hours in each day, so it's important to use them wisely. Instead of wasting time on pointless activities, focus on what truly matters. Watch movies or shows that inspire you. Use social media to learn and connect with like-minded individuals. And most importantly, don't sweat the small stuff. By being mindful of how we spend our time, we can ensure that every minute counts. Point no. 2, we often procrastinate. People often say that they don't have enough time. But what they really mean is that they don't have enough time because they kept putting things off. For example, you might have been putting off cleaning your room for days or even weeks. You keep telling yourself that you're going to do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. Before you know it, it has been so long since you cleaned your room that it feels like there is not enough time to clean it now. But the truth is, if you had cleaned your room when you first had the chance, you wouldn't be feeling this way right now. The same thing happens with work projects. You might keep putting off an assignment or project until the very last minute. When you finally sit down to do it, you're panicked and stressed out, and it seems impossible to finish in the remaining time. But if you had started working on the project as soon as it was assigned, you wouldn't be in this stressful situation. Procrastination is a thief of time. It steals away moments that could be used for rest, relaxation, or enjoying life. Instead, it fills us with anxiety and stress, making us feel like we're always behind. To overcome procrastination, it's important to be aware of the habit and take steps to break free from it. Start by setting realistic goals and deadlines and hold yourself accountable for meeting them. It might not be easy, but the rewards of a more balanced and productive life are definitely worth it. No. 3, our brains aren't built to multitask. Although some people think they can multitask, studies show that we're not really able to focus on 2 tasks at once. In fact, multitasking reduces our productivity and increases our chances of making mistakes. When we try to do 2 things at once, such as working on a project and texting a friend, our brain switches back and forth between the 2 tasks. This constant switching takes up mental energy and reduces the amount of time we can spend focusing on each task. As a result, we end up taking longer to complete both tasks than if we had just focused on one at a time. Not only that, but multitasking also increases our chances of making mistakes. For example, if you're driving and texting at the same time, you're more likely to miss an important detail, such as a red light or a pedestrian crossing the street. This can lead to accidents or other dangerous situations. Therefore, instead of trying to multitask, it's best to focus on one task at a time. This allows us to give each task our full attention and increases the likelihood that we'll complete them quickly and accurately. Of course, there are times when multitasking may seem necessary, such as during an emergency or when dealing with a complex project. However, in most cases, it's best to avoid multitasking and instead focus on one task at a time. Point no. For our time management skills aren't good enough. Many people struggle with managing their time effectively. They often feel overwhelmed and stressed out, constantly worried about whether they're using their time wisely. A lack of time management skills can lead to missed deadlines, incomplete projects, and a general sense of chaos. Fortunately, improving time management skills is possible with some effort and practice. The first step is to set clear goals and priorities. This involves identifying what is important to you and allocating your time accordingly. You can use tools such as calendars and to-do lists to help you stay organized and on track. Another important aspect of time management is learning to say no. It's essential to be able to turn down requests or delegate tasks when you're already feeling overwhelmed. By setting boundaries and being assertive, you can prevent your schedule from becoming overly packed. Additionally, it's crucial to take breaks and recharge when needed. Taking regular breaks can actually improve productivity and prevent burnout. Make sure to schedule time for self-care activities such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. Finally, it's important to reflect on your time management skills regularly. Take some time to evaluate your progress and make adjustments as needed. Remember that improving your time management skills is an ongoing process that requires patience and persistence. With practice and dedication, you can become more efficient and effective with your time. And point no. 5. There's too much to do. Some people have so many responsibilities that it feels like there's not enough time in the day to get everything done. They may have demanding jobs, families to care for, or multiple projects to manage. The pressure to succeed and meet expectations can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of stress and exhaustion. But it's important to remember that you're not alone in feeling this way. Many people experience the feeling of having too much to do. It's a common challenge that affects people from all walks of life. The key to overcoming this feeling is to take a step back and reassess your priorities. Make a list of everything you need to do and then organize it according to importance. Focus on the most important tasks first and delegate or eliminate the rest. It's also important to take care of yourself and make time for self-care. Remember that you can't pour from an empty cup, so make sure to get enough sleep, exercise, and eat well. Taking breaks and vacations when possible can also help you recharge and come back feeling refreshed. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. Reach out to family, friends, or colleagues when you need assistance, and be afraid to say no to new commitments until you get a handle on your current workload. But despite the fact that sometimes we genuinely don't have enough time to do everything, it's still true that too often we're wasting time, procrastinating, and spreading ourselves too thin. So the next time you find yourself thinking, I don't have time, ask yourself, is that really true, or am I just not making time? No matter what you decide, remember to use your time wisely and never stop pursuing your dreams. And before you go, make sure to check out this video. It's something that I think you'll really like.